Sure, here's a 3,000-word YouTube video script for an 18-minute video about the 2025 Maruti Suzuki Celerio, tailored for your Motor Authority channel. The script is crafted in a narrative, informative tone without headings, visuals, or host labels, just as you requested. When it comes to compact hatchbacks in India, few names have managed to make a mark as strongly as the Maruti Suzuki Celerio. Ever since its debut in 2014, the Celerio has served as a symbol of practicality, fuel efficiency, and affordability. For many first-time car buyers, it has been the go-to option, delivering just the right balance of value and convenience. Now, in 2025, Maruti Suzuki has unveiled the latest iteration of this popular hatchback, and it's clear that the brand has taken things several notches higher. The 2025 Maruti Suzuki Celerio isn't just a cosmetic update. It represents a thoughtful evolution, aimed at keeping pace with the changing demands of modern Indian consumers. We're talking about an all-round enhancement, from its refined design language to improved fuel efficiency, smarter tech, and better safety. And all this while continuing to offer the affordability that the Celerio badge has always stood for. Let's begin with the exterior. The design of the 2025 Celerio is modern yet distinctly familiar. The front fascia has been tweaked slightly to keep things fresh. The new grille design is more prominent, bordered with chrome accents that give the car a slightly more premium feel. The headlamps are swept back and now come with LED DRLs in the top-end variants, giving the front end a sharper, more contemporary look. The side profile remains largely unchanged but benefits from subtle design improvements. The character lines are now more defined, and the 15-inch alloy wheels, offered in the higher trims, add a sportier vibe. The body-colored door handles and ORVMs are now standard across most variants, and turn indicators on the ORVMs have also been integrated for a cleaner look. At the rear, Maruti Suzuki has added a redesigned bumper, refreshed taillights, and a roof-mounted spoiler that all work together to give the car a youthful edge. It's a design that won't turn too many heads but is pleasant and easy on the eyes, perfect for a car that aims to blend practicality with a bit of style. Step inside the cabin, and the first thing you'll notice is how much more spacious and premium it feels compared to previous generations. Maruti has clearly worked on improving the perceived quality. The dashboard layout is ergonomic, and while hard plastics still dominate, their texture and fitment feel better executed than before. The dual-tone interior theme, offered on higher trims, adds a dash of elegance to the otherwise utilitarian cabin. The center console houses a 7-inch SmartPlay Studio infotainment system that supports both Android Auto and Apple CarPlay. The touchscreen is responsive and easy to use, and it's positioned high enough to allow easy access while driving. Below the screen are neatly arranged controls for the automatic climate control, available in the top Z11 Plus variant. The new Celerio also sees updates in seating comfort. The front seats are more supportive with better cushioning, and the driving position is upright, giving good visibility. The rear seats now offer better thigh support and decent legroom, thanks to the longer wheelbase carried over from the previous update. While it's not the most spacious rear bench in the segment, it can comfortably seat 2 adults, and the wide opening doors make ingress and egress quite convenient. In terms of practicality, the Celerio remains a strong contender. You get a good number of storage spaces throughout the cabin, including cup holders, door pockets, and a decently sized glove box. The boot space is rated at 313 liters, which is among the best in its class. The split folding rear seats on the higher trims further enhance its usability, allowing for more flexible cargo solutions. Now let's talk about what's under the hood. The 2025 Celerio continues with the tried and tested 1.0-liter K10C dual-jet petrol engine. It's a 3-cylinder unit that produces 66 horsepower and 89 Nm of torque. While these numbers might not sound impressive on paper, they are more than sufficient for a car of this size and weight. The engine is mated to either a 5-speed manual transmission or a 5-speed AMT, depending on the variant. Performance-wise, the Celerio is tuned for city driving. The engine is peppy at low speeds, making it ideal for urban traffic. The manual gearbox is smooth and easy to operate, with light clutch action that's great for stop-and-go conditions. The AMT, on the other hand, has seen significant improvements over the years. Gear shifts are smoother and quicker, reducing the typical lag that earlier AMTs were known for. Highway performance is adequate. The engine doesn't feel strained at cruising speeds of around 80 to 90 km per hour, but push it beyond that, and you begin to feel its limitations. Overtaking requires some planning, especially when fully loaded. But again, the Celerio was never meant to be a highway cruiser, it shines the brightest in daily commutes and city errands. One of the key highlights of the 2025 Celerio is its fuel efficiency. Thanks to the dual-jet engine with idle start-stop technology, the car now delivers an impressive mileage of around 25.2 km/l for the manual variant and 26.6 km/l for the AMT. These numbers make it one of the most fuel-efficient petrol cars in India today, which is a huge selling point for budget-conscious buyers. Ride and handling have always been strengths of Maruti's small cars, and the Celerio is no exception. The suspension setup is tuned for comfort, absorbing most potholes and rough patches with ease. The steering is light and responsive, perfect for tight city maneuvers. It doesn't offer much feedback at high speeds, but again, for a city-centric hatchback, it does its job well. Braking performance is adequate, with discs at the front and drums at the rear, and the car comes equipped with ABS and EBD as standard. Maruti Suzuki has also paid attention to safety in this new model. The 2025 Celerio now comes with dual airbags as standard, along with ABS, EBD, rear parking sensors, and a high-speed alert system. The top variants add hill hold assist and electronic stability program, features that were previously absent in this segment. While the Celerio hasn't undergone the latest round of global NCAP testing yet, Maruti claims structural improvements have been made for better crash safety. Moving on to variants and pricing. The 2025 Maruti Suzuki Celerio is available in 4 primary trims: LXE, VXE, Z11, and Z11 Plus. Each of these comes with either a manual or AMT option, except for the base LXE, which is manual only. The price starts at around 5.4 lakh rupees for the base variant and goes up to 7.2 lakh rupees for the top-end Z11 Plus AMT variant. This makes it slightly more expensive than before but still well within reach for most hatchback buyers. What's more, Maruti has also introduced a CNG variant for the eco-conscious buyer. Based on the VXE trim, the Celerio CNG uses the same K10C engine, slightly detuned to accommodate the dual-fuel setup. It delivers 56 horsepower and 82 Nm of torque and comes mated to a 5-speed manual gearbox. The key talking point here is the fuel economy. At over 35 km per kilogram, the Celerio CNG is one of the most economical cars to run in India. So, who is the 2025 Maruti Suzuki Celerio really for? If you're a first-time car buyer looking for something dependable, easy to drive, and light on the pocket, the Celerio ticks all the right boxes. It's also great for small families, urban commuters, and even fleet operators who prioritize efficiency and low running costs over everything else. Sure, it doesn't have the flash or performance of some of its rivals. Cars like the Tata Tiago or the Hyundai Grand i10 Neos offer more in terms of design flair and cabin richness. But where the Celerio scores is in its no-nonsense approach. It doesn't try to be flashy, it just focuses on being practical, efficient, and reliable. And in the Indian context, that's often what really matters. Add to that Maruti Suzuki's widespread service network, low maintenance costs, and strong resale value, and you have a package that's hard to beat in its segment. The updates in the 2025 version, while not revolutionary, are just enough to keep the car fresh and relevant in a rapidly evolving market. In a time when SUVs are dominating the Indian car scene, it's refreshing to see a humble hatchback like the Celerio still holding its ground. It reminds us that bigger isn't always better, and that there's still a strong case to be made for small, efficient city cars. The 2025 Celerio may not make headlines with its design or speed, but it wins hearts where it truly counts: ease of ownership, affordability, and trust. If you're in the market for a small hatchback that gets the job done without burning a hole in your pocket, the 2025 Maruti Suzuki Celerio deserves a spot on your shortlist. It's not the most exciting car out there, but it's one of the most sensible choices you can make in today's automotive landscape. Would you like a version with suggested visuals or voiceover cues as well?